Alright, hi everybody, welcome again to another late night stream of mine. This is Josh again, and yeah, you see, it's Tuesday night, mid of the week, so I allow myself to do a bit of Bannerlord. So, U-boat fans, don't worry. Latest on Thursday, Friday and Saturday I'm gonna stream U-boat again, but tonight I feel more like continuing my series in Bannerlord. This, let me call it medieval warlord simulation, which gives you a mega complex society and economy with like more than 100 lords moving around on the map, being controlled in a very realistic way. So you have a lot of stuff going on in the background, making this whole world feel very alive, make everything so immersive, and that's why I love the game since years. Since more than a decade, I have to say. And without much ado, let's dive into the game. I am playing as a Vlandian character, that's my culture, but I haven't joined the Kingdom of Vlandia, but I am just a mercenary, and I have a contract with Vlandia, and so you see, at the moment, Vlandia is at war with the Britannians, and let us see that we can get some profit out of that, being mercenaries. Let me not do too much of introduction. You can talk a lot, you can talk hours explaining the game. In a brief, this is Calradia. It's a country which is torn apart by something like 7 different kingdoms, different cultures, and they are struggling, sometimes at peace, like right now you see at least Vlandia is only at war with the green ones, with Britannia, and obviously at peace with all the other factions. Usually it doesn't pay to be at war with more than 2 other factions at the time. You just could not stand that. So in these aspects, Bannerlord gives a very realistic simulation, and simulating a lot of things that would actually go on like that in real life, or would have been going on in medieval times. The factions are very close, the cultures are very close to, say, early medieval cultures that we had in Europe and closer Asia. And this is purposefully. So this game is not with dragons and not with magics, but it's all about medieval fighting and trading and politics. So it's pretty much like Europe and Asia was right after the fall of the Roman Empire. And in this you here see these factions which have this violet. There is 3 factions which are in different violets, so they are all successors of the one big empire, which is kind of similar to the Roman Empire. You remember that the Roman Empire split into East and West, and in this game this old empire split into 3 different factions. They have all the same empire culture, but all the other factions, all the other kingdoms have their own cultures. So now, yesterday we were pretty successful with a few fights, and now we went back to Prevent, and I was about to hoe a woman, try yeah, to convince her to become my wife, but at the moment I was not that successful with that. Let's briefly check the other stuff and then maybe see if we can meet her father. If it would make a difference. So the woman in question is actually her. But at the moment, I think I should not try to push her further, or she would, yeah, stop it and say no. But what about the arena? Nothing going on there. Tavern district, yeah, we have a lot of prisoners, so let's sell them. We gain 2 skill points in roguery for that transaction. And yeah, let's check trading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have 8 different foods, and there is 1 food missing, but we can't buy it here, so yeah. Well, I mean, you just need sufficient food, but the more different types of food you offer to your men, the higher the morale gets and the more experience you gather per day for your stewardship skill. And the stewardship skill, the higher it is, the more troops you can command. That's it, my horses. A bit of backup armor. Okay, I sold the rest, so pretty much looks like that I already did all the inventory management, more or less. So what I would like to check now, Liena, her father Aldrich. I think I should have a word with him. He has been seen at Ostichan, so let's get there and have a word with him. It's up there. Maybe we can hunt down a few looters on the way. Let's see. Just for practice. Okay. There is this patrol, the Praven patrol, and they did attack the looter, so let's help the patrol. That might give us additional reputation.
Give him hell!
Okay, guys. Oh, isn't that beautiful? The sun being low down there. Yeah, my horses, they're gonna charge right away. I want to be there first and kill as many of them as possible. Because the amount of loot that you get when you have the fight with another lord or another patrol, the amount of loot that you get finally depends on how many kills you did. Some guy. Okay. That was it already. That's cool. One gallant is gonna level up, one of my riders, and I gained in sword fighting, riding, and tactics. 7 prisoners and the gallant to level up to a Vlandian knight. Alright. And yeah, some minor loot. On we go. Let's get these guys just as well.
Form a shield wall!
Form a shield wall. And let also the riders form a wall.
Horse archer! Stay close!
Yeah, this is my personal escort, so they are gonna follow me. let's do some training for the two guys. Some arrow archers training. Hey, where is the other guy? He probably got stuck there. Yes. Okay, there they come. Let's circle them and attack them with arrows. See them.
Attack! On fire!
Okay. That's yeah, okay. That was successful. 2 foot soldiers leveling up, and Valra, one of my escorts, gains 2 in riding and reaches the level of 50, which means that she's gonna get one particular additional skill. 25, 50, 75, 100, and so on. Gains some riding skills. Slegnir is the captain of my foot soldiers. Got experience in riding and hurling the javelin, and me, archery and riding. And that's it. So these two guys, a spearman is gonna level up to swordman, and a swordman gonna level up to sergeant. Very nice. I have quite some experienced bunch of people there with me now. Yeah, let me briefly remind you what the concept actually is. So there is 2 types of troops. The one is the heroes that you can hire in taverns, and I actually have hired 5 heroes already. Alvara Yasmilla, commanding my cavalry, Slegnir, commanding my infantry, and Ifar, commanding my archers, crossbow archers. And the rest of the troops, that's just regular troops. And yeah, while the regular troops have some kind of up-leveling tree, like these or these, so kind of a simplified leveling system. Each of the heroes is actually simulated in completely the same detail as I am simulated. So like, for example, Vara, she gained enough experience in riding so that she reached the next level where she could actually gain another particular skill. So let's give her the skill of this one here. Let's make that brief. But what you see is, like here, the leveling cap here, you still have some margin. So when she does run, when she practices athletics, she's gaining experience with a learning rate of 5.25. And here, the learning rate is down to 4, and it will be gone, diminished to 0 soon, because we have reached our experience cap, and we can only push the experience cap to the right when we invest focus points, and focus points we get whenever we level up. So you see that she actually is in dire need of additional focus points. yeah, we will see when she's gonna level up the next time what we are gonna do about that. So let's carry on. Remember what our mission actually was. We wanted to go for Ostichan and see if we meet the father of Liena there. Sea Raiders. Yeah, maybe we could deal with them later. Shall we try? No, come on, let's first do business. And I'm going to keep. He's not there anymore. So our father, last seen near Ostichan, but he's not here. Have to find him. So these reports are not always 100% reliable, which actually adds to the realism, the realistic feelings. So remember that, yeah, there is no radio or telephone, so if there is rumors that he has last been seen in this town, when I travel there, he might well have been traveled on just by himself. Hey, yip yap, nice to have you in. Good evening, or let me better say good afternoon. How are you doing? I love to see these beautiful little icons. How are you doing? How was your first 2 days of the week? So he's not here. What about Zevland? Yeah, let's check the arena, and yeah, good luck. We can do a tournament here. So let's join the tournament. This will give us reputation, and here we will get this nice sword if we win the tournament. The tournament prizes are pretty good, particularly when you're, say, in the first part of the game, early game. It's pretty worthwhile to win a tournament. So let's skip this round and this round, and here we are fighting in the red faction, 2 against 2, and here Ifar is gonna fight in the last round. Okay, 2 against 2, classical sword fighting. Is gonna fight in the red faction, so let's watch the round and see how our companion Ifar, the leopardess, is actually performing. Who is she? I think it's her. Wow. Not bad. So see, she gained 1 point in athletics and is running around further. So here she is. You can skip this, and now it's 1 against 1. We are fighting against a Vlandian knight, but it's not necessarily that we are fighting on horseback. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you had trouble with your left ear, but this sounds to be good news, right? Okay, it is horseback riding, and I gave him a lead hit with the lance. But he should be good in this, just as right now he's more careful with his shield. too slow. Another hit. Yeah, he's not bad. So he's used to fight. Oh shit, he's used to fight with pole arms. Okay, finally we got him. We are one round further, and now let's see. Ifar is fighting on in red. Let's see what she's. Yeah, nice. So she gained 1 point in pole arm, and it was a short one. Very good, Ifar. And that's nice. Now she's fighting on my side against a lord and a Valiant champion. Who's back? Okay, he was shields up. 2 against 1, that's not fair. And actually downed her. So 2 against 1 is always tricky, risky. He had his shield up. There's the other guy. Okay, crouched lance damage. So this gave a big hit to my shield, you see. That quality of my shield is half down, more than half down. They're both tough guys. The Valiant champion is good, and the Lord is good anyway. Yes. My day was fine, yeah. I was doing home office actually. But yeah, it was pretty busy, but no surprises. Everything was pretty alright. Well, actually one surprise I got. I had a Teams meeting with a colleague, and yeah, she told me that there was some kind of misalignment in communications. So some people seem to be spreading rumors that I would take over a job which I never wanted to take. And yeah, I probably have to correct some opinions there. Because, well, if I actually go for that job internally, some other people might be a bit pissed off, because it looks like that I would kind of try to overrule others. So it's, yeah, important to make that clear, but I think I'm gonna be able to settle that tomorrow. It's, yeah, a bit of company politics. Oh, I killed the horrors. I didn't want to do that. Let's get down and go by. Oh no, the guy is gonna go back on horse. And that's the problem. He's gonna try to mount the horse. That's the risk, actually. That's the risk. Oh yes, so see, my shield was pretty down. And now in the last round I have to fight my own companion, but the good thing is whoever wins, we will get the tournament prize. Sorry, Lars. So we get 3 points of renown and we get the Dawnbreaker. That's a good sword. Maybe I'm gonna keep it for myself. My equipment is getting better, but it's still relatively basic. And yeah, I have to take care of not only for good equipment for me, but also for my companions. So let's give it a save here. And check the inventory. That's the Dawnbreaker. Okay, the weapon reach is below 100. That's... when you fight on horseback, you should have a weapon with a reach larger than 100. And the swing damage is less, so I wouldn't take it. Okay, I think I would give it to all, except for the range. It's slightly less range than his arming sword, but all the other stats are considerably better. That's nice that you have this view here to compare the weapon, the actual weapon that you mouse over and the weapon that the guy is wielding. So let's shift it. Oh. Okay, so this has more than 10 better cutting damage. It's shorter, but come on. Let's give this one to Yasmilla. But, well, Yasmilla is actually one of... Yeah, she's my captain of the cavalry. She should have a decently long-range sword. Slegnir, he is the captain of my foot soldiers, so I think that's alright. Let's give him this one. Yeah, okay, that's good. And Ifar, she's captain of my archers. Yeah, she's gonna get this sword. And now what about the civilian outfit? Yeah, okay, all right. So still here we get some additional experience. Josh in riding. Horse archery, 10% ranged damage while mounted. Of course, this is what I'm gonna do for my character. Who else? That's it. And yeah, Bandian Footman is gonna level up to Spearman, and we have a few prisoners which we can sell at the tavern. By the way, who's that guy? Yeah, this is one of the guys that we could hire, but I usually try to only hire guys with positive traits. Haha, yeah, thank you very much, Yip Yap. Thank you very much for that nice comment. Yeah, my U-boat streams are usually better visited than my Bannerlord streams, but well, on the other hand, I'm streaming U-boats since a year or more, and just started Bannerlord. as kind of a second. In German we would say iron in the fire, but I don't think that this translates well into English, this idiom. But maybe you know what I mean. And yeah, no worries guys, I'm definitely gonna stream U-Boat again at the end of the week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday at least. So we need to find that guy, the father of Liena. Again, we can go to that list. Okay, he's still said to be an Ostigian, or near Ostigian, but he isn't. So, no idea where he is, so let's use the time and find a few sea raiders. Yeah, the sea raiders are, just a kind of looters, but
Form a shield wall!
relatively dangerous.
Cavalry! Shields up! Cavalry! Move!
They do have these large round shields which protects them against my crossbow archers.
Footman!
Yeah, step aside
Move!
to give the archers a clear field of fire, but be ready to protect them. Yeah, iron in the fire, would you also say that in English? In German we say ein Eisen im Feuer haben. But I wouldn't have thought that you could translate that straight into English.
Horse, follow me!
Okay, here my two guards, personal guards. So there they are approaching, they are coming up that slope. And as soon as they will poke their heads above the slope of the ridge, my archers, crossbow archers, are gonna start firing on them. We could actually give them a bit of distraction.
Attack!
Yeah, that's happening right as my horse, so as it is horse. Yeah, I just want to bait them away. Okay, that was a kill. Just hope that all our guys did survive. There's two more. Don't let him throw the javelin. Alright, very good. No injuries and no dead. Horseback rider is gonna level up and get some experience, Slagnir and me. Prisoners, then the Blandian champion to Banner Knight. I'm having 20 Banner Knights by now. That's one of the most powerful horseback unit that you have in the game. And quite some decent loot, of course not to be compared with when you fight against lords, but now we have to find. I always forget the name. Here, Aldrich, that guy. Yeah, we could mark him always be here in the list. So Ardric. Rumors say that you're still in Ostichan, but you aren't. Okay. Vlander has taken Aster Castle. If I were part of the kingdom, I could hope to maybe get that castle awarded as a fief, but as a mercenary, I am free. I have more freedom in the game, but I wouldn't get any fiefs. Keep. Okay. Aldrich is not here as well. Anything to trade? Yeah, particularly I would like to buy some nice date fruit. That is what was missing. It's just 4, but better than nothing. Yeah, sell the hogs. I would never buy hogs, but I think we just looted them somewhere. And here we are with some decent head armor, but I think, nice. No, I can't use it because this is only for military, like for battle outfit, and I can't use it for the civilian outfit. Okay, there is nothing of much use. So let's not sell it, but give it to our men, and this would let them level up, give them experience. Of course, I could also sell it, but I think it's better invested to give it to my troops. Like in total, this would give me 565 experience. Alright, not me, but my troops. And sell the shield. And sling bullets. So let's see if it does make a difference. No, that was not enough to push anybody across the leveling threshold. No. Yeah, okay, so that was old news. He's definitely not in Ostichan anymore. Any new news? Ibereth. So where is Ibereth? Let's track it on the map. Hey, nice. Some more date fruits here. Good that I looked that up. So, guys, give me a lot of date fruits, please. And some. We don't get beer here, so nice. Now let's go for Ebereth. Where is it? Oh. Wow, that's far. Alright, far into enemy territory, but, well, let's get there. That gives us some opportunity to kick some asses. Maybe I would like to get some more food for the travel into the enemy hinterland. Oh, a tournament. Let's do the... let's first do the business, so otherwise we would forget it later. Get some grapes. Get some beer. Olives, if we get them here. Some cheese. Okay, that's just fine, and go for the arena and join the tournament. Ifar is playing in this fighting in the blue team, so let's watch the round. She's our companion.
Yeah!
It's her with the crossbow. Okay, her colleague was performing good with the pole, and yeah, he's probably gonna strike that guy down. Yes, so E4 is one round further. And now us. Yeah, let's lure him close so that maybe we can kill him. Oh, he killed that guy, not good. But, well, now it's 1 against 1, and I should be better off with shield and sword against that crossbow archer. Okay, next round for me too. Skip the next, and here we are. Now I have to fight against Ifar. She's the blue one. 4 teams, 1 each. So if we two survive, if I kill her, but if I kill these 2 first, then she will be in the next round as well. So I should not fight them. Okay. Can't be helped. So I am in the next round, whatever happens. And here we are, 2 against 2. I have Atlantean champion with me. Yeah, let's do it. It's horseback again. Okay, that was quite a decent hit. Another decent hit. But both of them are still alive and they killed my pal. Well, not killed, it's just the tournament. Oh, that was a hit. Oh, another one. Yeah, he pulled up his shield right in time. We got him. Next round. And fine, it's Josh against the Bannerlord champion. Horseback, alright. That's okay. I think I am fairly okay-ish in this discipline, but well, you never know what happens. And the Bannerlord champion should be pretty good in horseback riding and pole-arms. So then he got me a hit. I got him a hit as well. up his shield. Block my blows. And if we go on like that, sooner or later his shield should break. Yeah, we gain this kind of mace. I think I'm not gonna equip it. I don't like maces, but well, we can sell it or turn it into raw material for smithing, and we gain the 3 points of renown. Yeah, let's remind what this is good for. Renown is kind of collected here, and when we gain 350 renown points, we will reach the next clan tier, which would allow us to hire 1 more companion. And I think it would give us a few more additional advantages. Nice. Josh leveled up to level 17, so now I can address 1 more focus point. Yeah, this is becoming more and more difficult to decide which one. One-handed, we still have a bit of margin to gain experience. Same for bow here, but riding is completely leveled out. So yeah, at the moment we still have a learning rate of 638, but it will dramatically reduce as we have reached the leveling cap. There we have just a bit. Also just a bit. And in the other disciplines, yeah, athletics, but as I'm usually fighting on horseback, athletics is not that important. Tactics, leadership, medicine. Yeah, actually medicine I don't need because I made my companion doctor of the team. Here we see Vara Willowbark, she's our surgeon. Quartermaster, scout and engineer I'm still doing myself. Smithing, I still have some learning margin. Roguery, trade, pole arm, yeah, but that's not my main business. It's just that I level up pole arm en passant in the tournaments. Athletics, tactics, leadership. So it's about stewardship, scouting or riding. And these 2 are still alright in terms of learning, so I think I would put that one onto riding. So let's check the other guys. Nothing to level up there. So let's save and let's move into enemy territory. Yeah, you see there is lords moving around freely. And they're doing smart things, so the AI of the game is really great. Everything seems to make sense, what's happening around and what other characters in the game are actually doing and plotting. So if he's gonna go for the deserters, afterwards, yeah, he would be the easy prey for me afterwards. So let's just wait until that fight is over and then go for this Mr. Zamar of the Javal's party. I think I couldn't join that, could I? Yeah. Okay, let's get him. He has 26 infantry, 18 cavalry, alright, and quite a few prisoners.
Who are you? It is better we know each other's names, even if we fight.
I am Josh, and you know we are at war. Surrender. So that was your choice. So maybe I would like to put the horses a little bit hill up to flank. Yeah, you see these dotted lines. That's where you could actually position them. I could put them pretty far up. Let's put them there, and let's put them to shield wall. Now what about my infantry? Put it a little to the left and also let them do shield wall, and let's put the archers right in the middle. And there we are. This is a nice spot for the archers because it's a bit elevated, so they could shoot above the heads of my infantry and still getting nice protection from them. But problem is that, yeah, this is a lord commanding these troops, and I would have, yeah, he's not attacking, so that guy is not stupid, so he knows that I'm stronger.
Everyone on my flank! Footmen, form! Horsemen, form a line!
Yeah, I let them form a line because otherwise they're just too slow. Shield wall is a very slow formation. Yeah, they are. The enemy is not charging. That's also, yeah, a nice feature. Up to now we were mostly fighting against looters and these kind of band of robbers, and they always just charge, but the lords actually don't. If they feel that you are stronger than them, that you outnumber them or outpower them, they won't charge but retreat to an advantageous position, and this is what the guys are doing right now. So there is no choice than for us to charge, which is always a bit, yeah, more risk. It's comfortable if the other one charges, but they don't if you are the stronger group. They are flanking. Look at that. Interesting. This is something that I never had before, that they separate from each other that far. Okay.
Everyone! Wheel to enemy!
Yeah, that's quite unusual that they separate so far. So this is 25 5 infantry and 2 wings of cavalry. Yeah, let's slowly get in. Or put ourselves into a nice position and then try to skirmish on them and forcing them to do something stupid. So put the archers here,
Infantry!
the infantry in front. The infantry doing the shield wall to be kind of the arrow catchers. And now see the cavalry. Yeah, they are skirmishing. They kind of simulated an attack. So guys, let's charge the infantry with our cavalry.
Charge! Charge! Archers, forward! Archers! Move!
It's a bit weird that they are so widely spread. That's kind of a weird battlefield that we have here, all the troops being so separated.
Yeah!
Okay, we got it. That was a bit chaotic. Okay, we lost one man with Bannerlord, our elite best riders. And one was injured, but a lot of people leveling up. Smaller gaining experience, Slagnia, me in tactics, riding and archery. And see, we went in archery to 75, which means that we are going to get one additional special skill.
Enough. I am your prisoner. I can pay a ransom. I'm worth more to you alive than dead.
Yeah, come on, you have fought well, you're free to go. This will give us... So we don't have to bother having him with us. I would never execute him, I think. Yeah, some people do that, but I never do that. Let him go, and this would increase our charisma by 5 points, as you see this time. So we get a lot of prisoners. We have crossbowmen to level up. Vlandian Gallants, 4 of them leveling up to knights, and 3 knights leveling to champions, and the champions, 4 of them leveling to banner knights. 22, 23 banner knights. One's wounded, but he will heal in a short time. And yeah, these were prisoners. They are from another troop tree. So in the ordinary troop tree of the Vlandians, you could also create cavalry, but it's not as powerful as the cavalry that you have in this other troop tree here. But let's get these guys anyway. They are still good riders. Vlandian cavalry. Let's sort it. Yeah, here. So let's take a look. 29 infantry, 20 archers, 44 cavalry. So it wouldn't be too bad if we could hire a bit more infantry sooner or later. And we get some very decent loot. Let's give it a save. And yeah, here, archery. Less accuracy penalty, and when I'm the captain, this also gives additional skill. Minus 5% accuracy penalty to the archers in my formation, which would then refer to my horse archers. So let's take that one, that's good. And on we go. But let's check the inventory briefly. $21,504. That's not bad. Okay, let's give this armor to Vara. It's better in body, leg, and arm armor, and the same weight. Now, what about Yasmila? I don't want to give this armor to her. I don't quite like it. Because it has so few leg and arm armor. But that one would be a bit of an improvement. Infantryman, Gambeson, very good. Now what about you, Ifar? Maybe you want to get this one. It's more armor in total, and it's definitely lighter. Very good. So let's see, what can we do something for the civilian outfit? Yes, this would be an improvement. That's a slight improvement. All right. So let's get rid of the rest and donate it to our troops. 1333. 17.4. Nah, come on. And what about? Yeah, nothing. No better shoes, actually. Then sell the shields and desert longsword. Yeah, it has very short range, less than 80, so I would not equip that to my troops. No, what did this do to the leveling? No. Yeah, actually, the experience is now added to my troops, but obviously it was not sufficient to get above the next leveling threshold. So that was a nice fight. So let's carry on. We want to go for Aberrath. Ooh, do I want to fight against this guy with... No. But luckily it looks like they are not interested in fighting us. as well. Maybe we can get these guys. How fast are they going? 3-8, we are going 4. So we are relatively slow. That's probably due to the fact that we already have plenty of prisoners. Yes, if we would get rid of the prisoners, we would be able to go faster, but for this we would have to reach a friendly town, actually. By the way, let's check the whereabouts of Aldrich. Okay, they still say that he is around there, but I don't think that he's still there. We will see. Yeah, they are all running away. So what's going on there? What's going on there? Let's give it a save. That's pretty unclear. I think I have to wait and then what type of guys are you? Yeah, the battle is still raging. Pretty unclear what's going on here. So would you finish them off now? I don't have all the time to wait. Ah, come on, the Zerman patrol. We don't have to go for that one. Okay, something to level up, stewardship. So now we could choose either wounded troops, and my party are no longer to pay wages. The governor option is not interesting because I would never play with my hero in as a governor. 25% influence gained from donating troops. Oh no, come on, let's go for that. Wounded troops pay no wage. Saves me a bit of money now and then. So any news about Aldrich? Okay, he was taken captive. Okay, wasn't aware of that. So question is where he is now. Maybe he is with this large host. Let's check. Ooh, there's too many enemies around there. I really can't get close to them without running quite some risk. So they are running from me. Problem is, if they would be together, they might do me quite some trouble. Siramus. Could I actually split them? They are a bit too many now to actually kill them. Problem is now that most of them are moving as fast as I am. I think I have to retreat and get rid of the prisoners. I'm just moving too slow at the moment. Maybe we can get this one. He's moving slow because he's in disorder after the battle, but he will recover soon, probably before we actually reach him.
Stop there, stranger.
Okay, so he's just a few infantry and cavalry. Let's go for him.
Everyone, follow me!
Yeah, let's reach that hilltop. That might be a good position. Yeah, this was done better before the update. Since the update, you have that situation that your own riders often run into your way. That was definitely not happening before the update.
Movement! Forward! Infantry! Forward! Soldiers! Ready yourselves! Soldier! Form a shield! Rider! Make a shield wall! Footmen! Move! Archers! Forward! You heard it! Now move! Archers! Forward! Infantry! Move! Everyone! Face that way! Cavalry! Kill them all! Infantry! Attack!
Okay, the archers are in a good position. But it looks like one guy was injured. One guy dead. One guy's dead. At least. Infantry really came late because I forgot to lift their shield wall, which meant that they were moving far too slow. So let's see, one knight dead and one Bannerlord injured. Well, I'm really happy. More prisoners. One crossbowman, nice. Always good to have some support there. Indian swordman leveling to sergeant, knight to champion, champion to banner knight. Honor the slain foe. Your battalion troops ask if they can take charge of the crematation of the battalions in the enemy's ranks, declaring that they feel a duty to their kin even if they fought in a bad cause. Grant their request. Yeah, okay. Reputation for daring, generous, and increase the moral. Of course, I'm going to do that. What are you up to? Just can't keep up with them. Just can't keep up with them. Wow, there is so many. Okay, they're all going in now, attacking. So that's a big battle going on there. I could at least prevent them joining. Yeah, come on, they're all moving. Okay, the castle was taken, obviously. Did grant it to Acheron. Let's see. Okay, no, Aldrich was seen in Pravent. So let's get there. There's just too many enemies around. Let's see if they are gonna flee or if they combine their forces towards me. Oh yes, now they do exactly that. This is bad.
Stop there, stranger. I bid you peace. At least until I find...
This is gonna be a tough one. So let's put our archers into a good position up here. And put the riders here.
Follow me!
This is really gonna be a tough one. So let's see where I would like to have my archers best on this ridge here. Let's put the archers there.
Archers! Forward! Infantry! Archers! Turn to enemy! Arrows! Move! Infantry! Forward! Infantry, keep eye on the enemy! Load the hold fire!
Okay. Tough force. That's gonna be tough. That's definitely gonna be tough.
Move it! Move! Infantry! Forward! Cavalry after me! Cavalry!
Now the cavalry, please destroy the archers.
Charge!
Plus, you down.
Archer, fire at will!
Not gonna make it there, just too many.
Give him hell!
Yeah, that was... yeah. Come on. That was clear. Yeah. Reload it here. And give it a save game. Call it Josh 004. Yeah, we can't go that way. Too many of them. And yeah, they were twice as many, probably. Let's see if we can go for these guys here safely. Yeah, we are just too slow at the moment with all these prisoners, but I don't want to drop them. Yeah, we could help that village. Let's do that.
Archers, move! Infantry, forward! Cavalry, move! Make a cavalry, make a shield wall! Soldiers, move! Riders! Attack! Follow me! Footmen! Down!
Okay. I hate fighting in villages. So only one dead guy, that's good. One Valandian cavalry, so it could have been much worse. 4 injuries. And some troops to level up. Yes, Miller, our captain of the cavalry. Arm, our wingman. Slignir, captain of the infantry. Gained 2 points in running, 1 in javelin and 3 in sword fighting. And for me 1 in riding, 1 in tactics and 1 in sword fighting. And these 2 guys got knocked on a corner. So lots of prisoners, I don't think that I can have them all. So let's first do the leveling of my troops. Spearmen, 2 swordmen, battalion raider, 2 falksmen, 1 lone guy, swordman, 2 swordmen, 2 sergeant. Landian knight leveling up, that's alright. Now let's see if we have some minor troops to give them away. And replace them by more valuable high tier troops. Now let's see. Here we are. Yeah, that should be quite some decent loot. The village was successfully saved with our help. We gained skill in leadership, and now let's see that we get away from here as fast as possible. Actually want to go for Bravent. Ah, Liena.
I am very angry with...
Okay, that's the problem. Okay, I don't quite understand this mechanics. Let's load this one. I'm not yet good enough in charm to actually convince her to marry me. That's how it looks like. Aldrich is still said to be in Braven, so let's get there. But maybe I would like to get some troops recruit. Yeah, get a few more gallons, wouldn't harm. A few more gallons in the troops wouldn't do us any harm. Let me quote that good old sea chanty. A swordman, nice. Footman, footman. Yeah, let's get these two knights. Another knight, very nice. But now I would like to have a few more foot soldiers, actually. Spearmen, no? Okay, let's take these footmen. That's alright. Leave and see what we have now. 35 infantry, 25 archers, 48 cavalry. Well, that should be decent. Let's get to Braven and see if Aldrich is there. Liena's father. Yeah, let's first check the arena. Nice. And let's do the tournament first. Now it's 4 groups with 4 members each. So that's the big melee then. And Ifar is in the blue faction. Our companion Ifar is in the fight, but she's fighting in another group. That's Aldrich. So Aldrich is obviously in town. Because he's participating in the tournament. Okay, he was dead while my missile was still flying. Who else? Okay, we did it. We did it. I won both. Okay, E4 didn't do it. Now we are in this group one against one. Skip this one and join this one. Okay. Okay, that was a nice hit. Groups, 2 fighters each, and Lazif the Golden, and Luda, lots actually. Yeah, the tournament prize is a world chopper. Not my favorite weapon, but might give me some money if I sell it, or give me some raw material. Being attacked from 2 sides, and this is very realistic in the fights here, that 1-to-1 you have a fair chance, but as soon as the others are more, when you fight against 2, it's already mostly pretty sure that you lose. Okay, the coward kept his shield up. That we get the guy down. Sooner or later, his shield should break apart. That was it. Tournament, getting the renown, and this aches as a tournament prize. Now, Aldrich. Revenue farming. So, well, it might be a good idea to do that job for Aldrich, because he's the father of Liena. And I want to try to make her marry me. So maybe before diving into that, let's first check with the tavern district and sell our prisoners, which brings us to the next aptitude. In terms of roguery, as party leader, 20% experience gain for bandits in your party. Raid speed. Oh, come on. Nothing that helps me much. Yeah, I just don't play the roguery style, so the roguery skill doesn't help me much. and inventory. So let's see, we have the grain, fish, grapes, cheese, meat, maybe get a bit of meat, butter, olives. Let's get all the olives that they have, get some beer, and get the date fruits. They're pretty rare. Obviously we have looted some sheep and some hides. Let's sell it. Now what about armor? Okay. Anybody making use of this one? So these guys have much better helmets than 19. Okay. So this helmet is kind of outdated. $14.10. Fine rough bearskin. Alright. It's pretty good armor. 7.4. 7.4. 450. Let's look at the weight. 350. This is lighter, so let's give it to him. Alright, so that's nice armor loot. Let's distribute it. Or anything better here? No. So this boosts the armor of my troops a bit. 5.2. Three 1 5 0. All right, now armor. Nothing new, nothing better than I already have. Gloves. That could be good. 21. Now for all, not good enough. But Vara, she would improve with them. 20 to 18. 18. 10, nice. 11, 15. Now let's check the civilian outfit. 10. Slight improvement. Same here. And the shoes. Anything new with the shoes? 11. No, they all have better boots. that. Alright. Ah, yeah, for the civilian outfit. Balance, daggers. They just don't make a difference, obviously. Huh. Okay, so they're gonna have a lot of daggers with them. What about large bag of harpoons? Yeah, that's fine. What about you? Large bag? Yeah, improvement. Nice. So, good loot. Give it a save. And let's give the rest to our troops. Shields, cracked bow. Okay, alright. So it's 2,400 experience we get for the troops. At least the crossbowman can level up to sharpshooter. Good. So that's for business, and now go to the keep and talk to Aldrich.
Well now, stranger. Peace to you. What is your name?
So, I would like to discuss something with you. I would like to propose an alliance between our families through marriage. And whose hand are you offering? My own. Well, yes, we are looking for a suitable marriage for Vienna. Very good. Ah, okay. Hey, come on, I can do it. Auto offer. Oh, come on, that doesn't work. Hey, that was comfortable. In the past, you could just do auto offer. So how much money would I have to present? Maybe I don't have enough money. What if I give you all my money? 20,000. Nice. Maybe I did put too much money into it. All right. Nice. Okay, maybe I spent more money than necessary, but yeah, the main thing is that we did it. So I don't quite understand that concept of hoeing. So you just have to go to her daddy and give him some money, or what? In the past I always went through something like 3 loops of conversation with my future wife and then go for her daddy. But, well, maybe that was more than you needed to do. So here we are. And now we do have a wife. She's not yet with us, so we have to find out where she is to pick her up and put her into the party. And yeah, we will only have children if she accompanies me in the party, for obvious reasons. So nice. She's actually like another companion then, fighting along with the team. What did we get here? Ah, nice. Wow. We gained a lot in charm. So, what do we have here? 20% chance of avoiding critical failure of persuasion, 5% daily chance to increase relations with a random lord when you're in a settlement with a notable. I think I'm gonna do this one. And here. Now, 20% personal relationship gain with opposite gender or with same gender. Now that I have a wife, I think I could easily go for the same gender. Nice. Now we just have to find out where Liana is. When we were coming in here, she was on the other way, moving into the enemy territory. So let's see if we find her. What information? Last seen near Ostitcha? Nah, but is fugitive. What does that mean? Yeah, she can't be there. Let's leave and see that we find her. Don't think that she's in Nostichan. She went that way. We spotted a hideout. Okay. By the way, I think we could drop that one. We don't need to have it marked anymore. Okay. What's our top speed now? 4-1, obviously. Oh, nice. So he's going... This team is going for the looters, so let's fight them. And we are gonna get them. They can't get away because they are in disorder after the fight.
If you please, stop there. I would ask for your name.
60 infantry, 20 ranged, 5 cavalry. Well, it's gonna be tough, but doable. Yeah, pretty sure that they are not being... but you never know. So let's see that we have a good defensive position, just in case they might charge. So this is some nice elevated position for the archers, and let's put the infantry right in front.
Push after me!
And now we'll see. I think, yeah, see, they are fleeing. They are trying to reach higher ground. They are not gonna attack.
Archer, hold fire!
They hold fire. This is just a waste.
Everyone, Don't move! Everyone follow me!
I think there is no other choice than going into head-to-head. Yeah, by the way, guys, I mean, the Bannerlord stream is not as well visited as when I do stream U-Boat, but still, there are continuously dropping in a few people watching, so it's a pleasure to have you in. Thanks for watching. Don't see your names, just see the number of watchers, and that's fine. So if you just want to lurk, do it.
Horsemen! Shields up!
But yeah, let me just mention that I'm always happy to get some feedback or just tell you what you think about the game.
Move! Footmen, move!
What your experience with the game is, or where you're from, well, just anything.
Don't form a shield wall! Cavalry! Charge!
No.
Cavalry after me! Footmen! Kill them all! Archer! Move! Archers!
Yeah, let's have the archers advance as well.
Forward! You heard that, lad? Move! Horsemen! Forward! Move now! Archers! Face enemy! Infantry! Keep eye on the enemy! Bowman! Move! Archer! Fire at will! Infantry! Form a shield wall! Infantry! Give them hell! Horsemen! Charge! Arrows! Forward!
Now, let's see. This is combined arms attacks. The archers are maybe a bit far away.
Move it! Move!
Let's have them advance.
Archer! Move! Die, you pig!
I think we have been losing a few troops. That was a tough fight. There's still resistance. I think I've lost a lot of my infantry. Alright. 8 soldiers lost. 1 foxman, 1 bannerlord, 1 footman, 1 knight. 3 sergeants and 1 sergeant. Well, a lot of injuries, but that's alright, they will recover. And I get some experience. Okay, we plundered a bit of gold. Few guys gonna level up. Spearman to swordman. And a knight leveling to champion, a champion leveling to banner knight. Yeah, so our troops are still alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick up militia, so I'm gonna just leave these guys behind. And again, looks like we are getting quite some decent loot. Capacity exceeded by now, but just a bit. That should be fine. Yeah, okay. That was quite some fight. And I gain 1 more focus point. Now again, difficult question. Where to put it? There are quite a few branches where I could need leveling up. And for now I think I'm gonna put it all these three and this one as well. So I have 4 branches where I actually need to level up. Yeah, come on. Let's put it into charm. There we are. We're still looking for Leah. No, she's not at Ostichian, is she? Or maybe she is. Let's go there. That was a nice fight. Maybe good timing to retreat from enemy territory. So Flintlock Castle was just being taken. Where is it? Ah, yeah, there it is. So now it is Landian, and the king grants it to whom? Okay, the king keeps it for himself. Yeah, he is actually free to do so. Now, what do we have here? Give it a save. Nothing going on in the arena, and we have some prisoners to sell. By the way, we are progressing in terms of renown. We are more than halfway through towards the next clan tier. Now, what about trade? Let's get some grapes. We could sell a bit of fish, yeah. It's a good price here for fish. And maybe we should also sell some grain, but let's wait until we get a better price for that. Meat, butter, beer. Yeah, we are fine with that. Let's sell the 3 hogs. Now, equipment again. No better helmet at the moment. Okay. Some nice scarf again. All Alright, you get this one. Five, 2. Okay, this is lighter, so shift it. 5, 2, just the same. 6, 4. All right, this is better. 5, 2. 5, 2, but not as heavy. All right, nothing else. Now next. Seventeen, 10, 7. That sounds good. Let's see if somebody can make use of that one. Nice. Fifteen, 10, 5. Yeah, that's an improvement. Give it to her. 12, 8, 7. Nope. Maybe that's good. This is even better, and here we are. Okay, and now the gloves, 18. All right, so you get these gloves. That went better. And what about the civilian outfit? $11.80, yeah, nice. So you get these. You get these. And there we are. Ah, the shoes. Wow. Fine scale boots. They are good. 28. They're lighter, so let's change them. 22. 16. All right. Any better? Nope, obviously not. All right, so we are fine with that. can distribute the remaining stuff amongst our troops. Yeah, let's sell the splintered arrows. And there we are. Yeah, nice, some experience. So a few of my troops can level up. Gallant levels up to Knight, Knight levels up to the Champion. And what about this Scout? It requires a war mount. Do I really want? Yeah, let's do it. So what did we get? A battalion horseman. This is maybe the highest tier that you get from battalion horse riders. Now what else is there to manage? We could do some smithing. But let's first see that we pick up our wife in Ostichan. And maybe on the way we can give some help to these. Nice, yeah, let's help the Ostichan patrol. I would be curious how they perform against the Sea Raiders. So against the Sea Raiders I would not do this all out of sight.
Everyone follow me!
Be a bit careful, a bit more careful, not just charging. Just going in a wild charge. Maybe not a good idea of them to do it like that.
Soldiers! Troops! Move! Soldiers! Forward! Form a wall! Cavalry! Form a shield! Attack! Attack! Die, you bastard!
I got that. Yeah, 5 prisoners, and that's it. Some beer. Ah, I wish I had a beer, but I'm pretty sure that I don't have any beer in the fridge. But now a cold bottle of beer, that would be great. Here we are, so let's go for keep. No, she's not here. She's not here. My dear wife, where are you? Last seen in Ostichan, but the... Ah, come on. So this is gonna be... Yeah, we will see. Must be somewhere. Arena, nothing. Town district, sell the prisoners. Anything decent to trade? Yeah, the grain is a bit more expensive around here, so let's get rid of some of the grain just carrying too much load with me. There we are. So maybe I could spend a little bit of time here now and do some smelting and smithing. I should have a load of. Yeah, by the way, let's check what kind of weapons we have. Maybe there is something worthwhile fire and steel. Let's first check the spares. Less damage, but longer range, easier handling. The speed is slightly reduced and the damage is slightly reduced, but larger range and easier handling. So maybe I should give her this one. Now Slegnir, he's on foot, so he actually needs some spare to dismount, or at least stop charging heavy cavalry. So he would do 89 thrust damage. But he can't do any spare brace, or can he? Yeah, he can do spare bracing. And that's important. — 47 damage. None of them does more, only the scythe, and you can't brace the scythe, so I think he's fine with that one. But let's take a look at the swords that we have. Highland Fine, two-handed sword. So Slegnir, you are on foot. And he could use it one-handed and two-handed. So I will give it to him. Let's hope that he is gonna decide correctly when to use it just single-handedly, to have the other hand free for a shield. Here you go. Now what about Josh? Wow, the Desert Longsword has a much better weapon reach and a much better cut, a bit of better cut damage. So let's take it. Balance Cleaver. Okay. Let's see. Maybe what about Yasmilla, or Captain of the Cavalry? She has that longest sword. So Alm is gonna get this one. Dawnbreaker. Yeah, it's just too short. Don't like it. Alright. So with this set of swords and weapons, we could enter the smithy, I think. Alright, so we have full smithing stamina. So let's do some smelting. Let's see where we get the most out of the smelting. yeah, Slegnir gets quite some experience from that, and he has leveled. There he is. His smithing, so I could, yeah, efficient iron maker or efficient charcoal maker. I already have an efficient charcoal maker, so let's let him be an efficient iron maker. And back to the smithy. Okay, yes, I don't have any charcoal left, so who could be Vara? Yeah, Vara is also good in that one, so let's Vara do it. She will still gain some experience from creating the charcoal for me. And back to Slegnir, back to smelting. Wow. The World Chopper, wow. So we have some material to let Josh do a little bit of foraging. So this should give us some money. Shall we go for level 3 for now? Yeah, difficulty is 150, so my smithing abilities are far below. But with a little luck we might craft one or two good ones. Let's see. Okay, this is an okay-ish one. Nice. That's rusty, okay. And a dull one. Come on, that's alright. Now let's go to level 2. Two-handed swords. I'll do it like that. Let's craft one more. And yeah, that should give us quite a bit of money. So where are they? Here, crafted 200 sword for 5,000, one for 3,000, one for 2,000. Yeah, nice. Quite a bit of money. 11,000. Very good. And Mr. Josh can level up in smithing. So curious smelter or steel maker. Let's be a steel maker. And what about the other guys? Anybody to learn something? Not at the moment. As I am waiting for my wife anyway, I could just spend the time. And do some more smithing. By the way, can I get some wood? Yeah, let's get some more wood, but that's not very much. Let's wait for a little time. house, and we will be leveled up again, regained our strength in smith and stamina. Like that. Let's check the arena and enter the smithy. Ah, come on, still missing, so make it complete. There we are. Yeah, I could do some more smelting. See where we get these. Now switch to Josh and let's do the forging of two-handed swords level 3. Okay. Same like before. Let's do one, and we even get a balanced one. Wow. And a dull one. Okay. Question is, could anybody... Yeah. And we can do a third one. Which is okay-ish. So again, wow, 8,800, 7,300, 4,400, 20,000 bucks in total. Yeah, let's do some more smelting. Refine some more charcoal out of the woods. She's not yet arriving. So let's carry on and wait. Sea Raiders. Come on. I can't resist going for them. No, you can't, please. Leave us alone. This is our Sea Raiders. Oh, right. 25 Sea Raiders, that's a nice challenge.
You heard it! Now move! Infantry! Move! Then move now!
And currently here, alright, so everybody could already go for shield wall.
Spartan, after me!
Hey guys, where are you? And Vara, my personal guard. Let's just call it like that. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? My shield wall here. Yeah, it's like in the old Roman army where the most experienced guys were in the third row and in the first row were the rookies when it came to combat. Isn't that nice, this shield wall? I very much like this graphics, how it looks like. And the horses do something similar. At the moment it looks like they are more going for the horses, maybe.
Footmen! Charge!
Okay, now let's give them some distraction.
Cavalry attack!
Cavalry attack just as well.
Day is lost!
Okay, one guy trying to get away. She killed him with that shot. Good shot. With the javelin. Yes, Miller gained 2 points in javelin and riding. 1 point in riding for Vara. 1 in riding for Arm. 1 in javelin for Slegnir, my captain of the infantry, and me. 1 sword fighting, 1 bow fighting, and 2 riding. And you see, we reach the level of 100 with the sword, so we will get 1 additional ability there. Prisoners and footmen go into spearmen. Hardened crossbowman becoming sharpshooter. Swordman becoming sergeant, very good, and 1 champion becoming banner knight. Pretty decent troop that we have. 29 infantry, 25 archers, 46 cavalry, out of which 25 are completely leveled up to Vlandian banner knights. And out of the 29 infantry, 16, so half of them, are completely leveled up to sergeant. And for 25 archers, we have, 30% completely leveled up to Vlandian sharpshooters. So, pretty good the troop that I have here. Some fairly decent loot from these guys, and let's go back to a Stygian for now. And then do the inventory management and stuff. Now, one-handed. For personal, I would get 20% damage while wielding a one-handed weapon without a shield. I don't need that because I would never fight without a shield. Double the amount of renown gained from tournament. That's a good one, but in the past I had the feeling that this didn't work, that this was kind of buggy. Now personal +2 hit points and party leader +5% experience to melee troops in your party after each battle. That's actually interesting. That's, or would I prefer to have the double amount of renown? But as I think this, I'm not sure if this does even work. So let's go for this one. There we are, still waiting for my wife to come. Wait here some more time to get the complete smith and stamina back. So slinger, please. Give me more raw material. So could anybody else do that to craft steel? Or is it only Josh who can do it? I think it's only Josh at the moment who can do it. Yeah, but come on, let's forge some level 2 swords. That should be alright. Rusty, crafted, dull, crafted. Okay, so could have been better actually. So here I am, sell all that stuff and see that we in total get 8,800, which is a decent amount of money. And at that point, allow me to be AFK for 1 minute. All right. Yeah, I just checked the time. So, yeah, sorry for letting you wait, but I think I'm gonna have to turn in right now. It's already 2 o'clock here. And yeah, I have to get up relatively early tomorrow to get to work. So no home office tomorrow. But I have to drive all the way to work, which usually takes me an hour or something. So thank you guys for watching. So whoever is still in, yep, I don't know if you are still there. So it was a pleasure to have you. Have a good night and see you tomorrow. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm just not yet quite sure what game I'm gonna stream. But let me promise you that on Thursday I'm definitely gonna do U-Boat again. So see you guys and have a good evening, have a good night.